This is a very simple dummy document, but it has a number of issues in it. It has some heading numbering issues. It goes 1, 3, 4, so the sequencing is incorrect. I have padding spaces in headings. I have links to external websites, which I shouldn't have, or external sources. I've got empty paragraphs. I've got tables that don't fit the page width that can lead to problems. I may have styles that have been adjusted. So you may have rules in your templates to use specific fonts and sizes. This is Calibri 14, which may have been adjusted. I've got empty paragraphs again, watermarks behind the page. I've got comments left. I got images where the text isn't in line, and so on. So I've got a number of issues that I want to identify and potentially fix in this document. So if I come over here, I have a workflow set up. And what I'm doing is I'm also leveraging the metadata to tell it whether or not I want to fix the document or just report on it. So I'm just using a very simple status, a little simple property that I've set up just called fix here in the document. And at the moment, I'm just saying don't fix it, because this is saying to not fix. When I send it to the workflow, it reads that piece of metadata and says, okay, just create a report on what the issues are. Don't try to fix it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this document in to its next status in the lifecycle. And again, how you do this is all a part of your process for moving a document through its lifecycle. Once it reaches this status, it's called, in this case, DS ready. That can be configured however you want in your own life cycles and called whatever you like. But this is what DocShifter is looking for, is the content of specific content types, subtypes. You can filter when it does it, when it reaches this status. And this will then kind of move through the process, and it will go get in processed, and now it's in review, which means this document has now actually gone through that life cycle. What I've done is I've stored the results as a specific rendition type. So if I go to my document files at the side, and I open this up here, renditions, what I've done is I've created a specific rendition type, which is actually my QC report for the Word document. So this is just now a PDF file that tells me what's wrong with the Word document. So if I open this up, if I just click on that, open this file, and basically it's going to show me some information about the document itself, and it tells me it's non-compliant. It tells me how many issues it found overall, so some summary info at the beginning, and then it tells me all the checks that it attempted to run. So again, we've got a session that focuses in detail more on what all these checks are that we can run, but basically it's a whole load of formatting, styling, type issues, where you're breaking the rules that you've set out yourself in your templates. The author has broken those rules in some way, shape, or form, identifying them. So for each type of issue, heading links not set, hyperlink. So you could see here, I've got heading white spaces. I got 5 places where headings have white spaces, and I have heading hyperlink without using the hyperlink style. There's 3 occurrences of that. Images not in line. There's 1 image not in line. So various issues with the paragraphs, the styling, the images, etc. So all sorts of formatting issues, hyperlink issues, etc. can all be identified. Okay. So in this summary, we get a summary of what it's found, how many of each issue. I didn't attempt to correct it, so it's not attempting to correct. So it's not going to resolve anything. This report is just going to show how many issues it found. And then on top of that, it's going to show me exactly where in the document each of those issues occurred. So in this case, where I got character formatting applied, I know in the text written that's called first heading in chapter 1, that is actually had character formatting applied, that specific text. And it shows me all occurrences. I've got comments present in chapter 5, removes test comment, empty key properties, etc. So I see all the issues that are here. So that's the first thing. I can either just generate this report, and in this case, I created it as a specific rendition type. I could store this as a new object if I wanted. I just chose to do it as a rendition in my case. But what I could also do is tell it, well, I don't actually just want to, I don't want to just get a report. I actually want to fix it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this property here to say I actually want to fix it. And I'm just going to take this here back into the life cycle again. This could be a completely separate workflow. I'm just using one and showing you both occurrences and showing you a little bit of what's happening in the background. But if I now take this to DocShifter ready again, same flow, but in this case, now I'm saying don't just report on it, actually attempt to create a fixed version of the document. So if I just refresh here, I should see this is in process. That means this is a temporary status. that means the document is being processed by DocShifter right now. And if as I hit return, it's now moved on to in review, which means my life cycle, that document's finished being processed, and I should have my results. So if I go over to my rendition types, I told it to actually create the fixed document as a specific rendition type, a QC fixed copy. So there's another rendition type that I've created that isn't a PDF at all. It's actually a fixed copy of that document. It could be a new object completely if you want. I've just chosen to do it, as a couple of clients have, to do it as a specific rendition type. So if I then open this document up, so if I open here and open this file, and then if I just move this to the side, I can show you what this has done automatically. Just put this side by side. What this has done is it's corrected. If you notice my text here, sometimes it's hard to see. I've got Calibri 14. That wasn't what the rule that was set in for the style in your template. It was actually Calibri 11. So it's adjusted all of those occurrences. It's removed some links. So these link to the external website's been removed. My heading sequences are now in order. It's removed empty padding spaces. It's removed empty paragraphs. It's removed the watermark behind the page. It's adjusted the table width to fit the page. So you can hopefully reduce the amount of font sizing issues that you may have. My comments have been removed. I've now got my images are now, the text is in line with my images, for example, as well. So just some simple examples of the type of things it can adjust automatically for you directly in Vault.